Okay, my lovelies, one more money-making tip for all of you, either affiliate marketers or just plain stay-home moms or dads, I'm not judging, who have ever used Craigslist. And I'm going to stick with Craigslist now, because if you've watched my other little YouTube rant on the lesser classified ad sites, you'll see that I believe that in this case, as in life, winner takes all. In other words, if you're not using Craigslist as the first and possibly only classified ad site, unless you're a Canadian, in which case you might use their site. I can't remember what it's called now. Then you're missing out. In any case, this is a very recent tip, and again, let me reiterate that all these tips are from personal experience. So a tip that I figured out just recently, a few days ago, just by experimenting, because I have a few things that I'm trying to get rid of. And I realized that there's a little trick, and this is literally a little weird, or not weird, but trick. And it should have made sense, and I'll tell you why. To get things discovered more readily on Craigslist, because as you've noticed, there's a search box on Craigslist. So not everyone who sees your item will see it just because they happen to be looking at the front page just as it's being listed. And if you're listing in a large city, say for example New York, where the turnover is immense, good luck with that, getting found just as it's on the first page. I mean, you've noticed that it takes at least an hour for the item to appear on the site from the moment you list it, so you can imagine the sheer volume of items that are listed on the site hourly. So anyway, there's a search box, and I was trying to sell a swimming suit, and I did a very basic description. I said, swimwear. And afterward, like an hour later, I did a search, and I didn't, or I said swimwear as one word, and then I think I searched as swim, wear as two words, and I couldn't find it. And then I said, could it be that the search function on such an important site is a little stupid? So what I did was I edited the ad and I said swimwear, and I also added it the term as two words, swimwear, and I did a search, and lo and behold, it turned up on search results. So I realized, and this is my little tip, my little personal tip, I haven't read it anywhere else, that if you want to increase your chances of your item being found in the search results on Craigslist, add as many descriptors as you can in the title and possibly the description box. I haven't experimented with that. I don't know what the algorithm is. If, the search is also done with the words in the description. But for the title, that's my suggestion. And it should have made sense. It should have been intuitive, because if you've ever seen like a professional eBay listing, especially from the big sellers like wholesalers from China, etc., they put everything but the kitchen sink, or in some cases including the kitchen sink, in the title of the listing. That's for eBay. Many alternate terms, many of which you'd think do not apply to the item. For example, they'll be listing like underwear and they add like swimwear, things like that. So, you don't know, what is it? In any case, so the same principle applies to Craigslist. So whether you're selling a few items lying around in your home, or using Craigslist as an alternative or as a supplement to eBay and Etsy and sites like that, although it's kind of tricky for that purpose, you should add as many keywords as possible and descriptors as possible in the title. And that's my little suggestion. I guess I could have said it all in one sentence, but you wouldn't have had the pleasure of listening to my mellifluous voice, and you wouldn't have had the chance to learn the word mellifluous. I hope that's a word at least. Anyway, until next time, I'm in a somewhat better mood, if you've noticed, compared to other videos, because, springtime is here, finally, in Boston, and the sun is out, after a week of rain and clouds, and that tends to influence people. You notice when spring arrives, especially during the weekends, people come out to stroll on Boston Common and the public park, as if we were all like weeds that had been lying dormant throughout winter, and now feel the need to just go out and enjoy this beautiful weather. I haven't ventured to wear t-shirts yet, but you see, especially the young people with t-shirts and shorts, and even the more courageous sandals. So springtime is here. What can I say? Enjoy it.